The most sacred of all places, the Holy of Holies, the ultimate place of pilgrimage, is the very core of your heart. In your heart, in every human heart, lies the potential for all the love that's possible in the universe. All the unconditional divine love. That's the potential, nothing less than that. So, when we think of the heart as that sacred place, we have a choice. We can go there to visit, or we can attempt to live there. Which one would you rather have? So, most of us have visited there at times, and we know what that feels like. It's pretty good. To be really in love with someone or with God. There is nothing like it. That is true happiness. And imagine for a moment if you could go there and live there. Live in that state all the time. Now we've tried to visit and it doesn't last, and there's a reason for that. Because every temple, every holy place is guarded. There's some guardians standing by the gate. And they're usually pretty damn grim figures. And they're ready, if you slip past them, they're going to come after you and they'll throw you out again. The honeymoon is going to be over. And then you're back where you started, and what happened? Where is it now? How do I get back to that loving place? So we need to know who the two guardians are, and we need to know another few little tricks to be able to get to live there. So the guardians, to the left and to the right of the door, are your stressful thoughts and your stressful emotions and emotional habits. And as long as they get you, as long as you fall for them, as long as you believe what they dish out in your mind and in your body, you're going to fall out of love again, out of your heart. You're going to be expelled from the Holy of Holies. You just don't qualify to live there yet. But before you can deal skillfully with these two guardians, you have to have something else. You have to get two gifts. The first gift is stillness. Stillness is necessary because when you have stillness, you get to actually see yourself. You get to know yourself. Without stillness, you just run around in the rabbit cage in your mind, and it goes on, and you don't have the perspective to see who you are past the mental noise and the emotional upset. So that stillness is very, very important. Of course, we can cultivate it. The second gift is you have to have focus. You have to want to get there, because getting past those two guardians is no easy task. They are tough. You have to have focus to get into that sacred place and to get to live there. Falling in love is easy. That's easily done. It sort of happens to you. But it doesn't last that way. So the focus comes from something that we call devotion. And everyone has devotion. Some people are devoted to getting a Mercedes, or to having better sex, or to having wonderful relationships, or to having power, or enjoyment, or distractions. And there's nothing wrong with most of these things. Except when we think that they will give us lasting happiness, well, they won't. Because whatever they represent, it comes and it goes. It's temporary. If we want to live in that sacred place, it's forever. So when we have those two gifts, when we have stillness and we have focus, this high level of determination, then we need to do something with those guardians. We need to befriend them. We need to get out of this hostile relationship we have with them, where we either fall for what the thoughts are telling us and the emotions, or we have a struggle internally with our thoughts or emotions, we need to become friends with them. We need to become free of their stress-producing characteristics. And we have skills for that. Open attention helps us to befriend and to pacify and to harmonize our emotions. So we get past that guardian. And the work, inquiry, the work of Byron Katie allows us to befriend our thoughts and to dissolve the stress-producing quality they have. And so we get past that guardian. Because it's only one stressful thought that separates us from ourselves, from the heart, from God, from enlightenment. So much is there talk today about enlightenment and liberation. And we go about it a lot through the mind. We try to understand it, and that is very, very, very valuable. So when we just work with the mind, we can get that enlightenment. We can see how reality really is past the corroding influence of our thoughts and beliefs that we've inherited from our unenlightened culture. But in order to live enlightenment, we need to have entry into that heart. We need to live in that heart. And we need to live it with each other on this planet as the presence of God in this world through us.